Stephen A. Stitch. No, you didn't. Want to know who life was written? The ice I'm living. Boy, how dare you disrespect the great Nas? Are you on something? Really, are you on something? You went on national TV and said Eminem has an edge over Nas. How? Where? In what universe does Eminem have an edge over Nas? Then you go on to say Nas has a better catalog overall than Eminem. Of course he does. That makes him better. That defeats your whole argument. Okay, first of all, you said M is more consistent. More consistent at what? All his albums, especially the consistency, was trash. Relapse, Encore, trash. None of his music withstand the test of time compared to Nas. Nas dropped 6 albums in 3 years, better than Eminem's whole catalog. That alone. Magic is better than anything Eminem has put out recently. What drugs are you smoking? Then you say Eminem is more consistent. Well, Stephen A., please explain to me consistent at what? Because the fact that Nas was working while Eminem hasn't been shows more consistency. And then you tell me people get it. They understand Eminem more. If Eminem's music doesn't relate to the people, how the fuck do people get it? How? White America isn't hip hop. Sorry. All right? If you don't appeal to the brothers, you are not speaking hip hop. All right? Now, a lot of black people feel the need to give Eminem credit and props because they don't want to be labeled as racist. But half of them don't listen to Eminem. Most of his fans come from white boys in the suburbs. But that's another topic. Nas got white boys fans in the suburbs and people in the hood. Nas got the streets on lock. And part of hip hop is having the streets on lock. Something Eminem never did. So, how is M better than Nas in any capacity? Then you say, oh, you have to understand Nas. Motherfucker, aren't you from Queens, New York? No black man from Queens, New York is going to say Eminem is better than Nas. Period. None. Especially if you are a brother from the block and you from the streets. Get the fuck out of here. You know, so we all know what's going on here. Eminem is a tad bit more famous. He's more commercialized. He appealed to the whiteys. He appealed to the mainstream. And he's by far one of the most overrated MCs of all time. He's not a top 5 MC. He's not a top 10 MC. He's not a top 15 MC. He's not a top 20 MC. His catalog don't value for it. His flow don't value for it. Okay? Those goofy raps that was made for the suburbs don't apply to hip hop. Period. They're trash. All right? And no matter how you slice it, Eminem was never better than Nas on no aspect of hip hop. Illmatic alone is better than Eminem's whole career. It Was Written alone is better than Eminem's whole career. Eminem don't even got the diversity, the creativity of a Nas. Name one rapper Nas ain't influenced. Eminem said it himself, saying quotes from Nas.
Many moments that he had for me to even be able to count him. One of the reasons that I picked Halftime though is because there's some rhyme schemes on there that most rappers to this day probably can't do. And that's one of the things that has made Nas so great over his career. Like when he, cause when I blast the herb, that's my word. I'll be slaying him fast, doing this, that, and the third. But chill past the entree and let's lay a bet up at John Jay and hit a matinee. He was rhyming entire sentence. And I'm like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Illmatic, I can't even, everybody knows that is a classic, essential album. I don't know where you place that in hip hop, but it's got to be at the top.
You would never see Nas saying no quotes from Eminem because Eminem don't have no real influence over a guy like Nas. Nas was influenced by the greats like Rakim, Kool G Rap. Wasn't influenced by no damn Eminem. What the fuck you talking about? Man, you better get your words correct when you come at the NAS. Nasir, Godson, the greatest MC of all time. Man, fix your face before you get spack in it, nigga. Fuck out of here. And anyway, My last thing I want to say, Stephen A. Stitch. Bro, stop getting on your knees, sucking some white cock, because guess what? They still ain't going to approve of you. And to them, it's just another nigga. All right? But stop cooning. And like Nas said in one of his songs, America, these are our heroes. All these damn butter knife coons like Stephen A. Smith. You ain't getting no extra paycheck from Eminem, dog. I'm out. Just Prince TV.